We all face discouragement, difficult times in our lives. But the Bible does tell us how to fight against it. God tells Joshua in Joshua 1:9, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid nor be dismayed, for the Lord is with you wherever you go." So his encouragement was to be strong and courageous and don't be dismayed. But the reason is because God's with him wherever he would go. God's with you. So God's working in your life in whatever circumstances you're facing and going through. Paul makes this statement in 2 Corinthians 4:8 and 9. "We are hard pressed on every side. We are crushed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Struck down, but not dismayed." He goes on to say just a little while later in the same book, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." So even though there are difficulties and dark times and discouraging circumstances, we put our hope in the one who is always with us, who said, "I will never leave you and I will never forsake you." Paul again says to the Philippians in Philippians 4:12 through 13, "I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I have learned both to be full and hungry, both to abound and suffer need." And I love this. This is Philippians 4:13. "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Now the reason I say that is because that verse is often misused. People will use it out of context. They'll say, "I'm going to go out and do great things for Jesus because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Well, that's fine to make that statement, but how did Paul use it? "I know how to struggle. I know how to suffer. I know that in the midst of suffering, I can make it through because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." It's in those dark moments and those dark times that you look at it and you say, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He can take me through this. He can take me through good times, and he can take me through difficult times."